Welcome back, Leo. Welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. This is going to be a tarot sign reading for the astrological 5th house of Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, potentially your South Node. If you're here to cross-watch for Leo, just be respectful, please. Cross-watching is totally okay with me, just as long as you're not dipping into the category of like strange stalker weirdo with bad intentions. That's not acceptable on my channel, on anyone's channel. Leos, welcome. Thank you for coming back. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that. If you do like the content, like it, please give me a comment, give me a like, give me something. I'm super appreciative and very genuinely, what's the word I've been looking for? This keeps happening in my videos. The generosity of giving me a single like is genuinely appreciative, which is funny to say because it's not really that hard to like press the like button. But like, Leo, you might understand where I'm coming. Like, you feel like people are stingy with their likes these days, or like stingy with like their comments. It's like people have become so hypersensitive of how others perceive them, even through like digital means and social media, that they don't even want to like things sometimes or say something through a comment because they're scared of how somebody else will perceive them that's watching that whole transaction occur between like something that has nothing to do with them. Something about that, Leo, okay? Someone's hypersensitive. Somebody doesn't want to talk about this digital transference of energy occurs potentially with you, Leo, or about you, or with you, or something. Leo, if this information does not hit for you, look into your moon sign or your rising sign, please. Not every message will be for you. All right, let's get into it. We already pre-shuffled, so let's get straight into it. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Trusted angels, specifically Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Azrael, and Archangel Gabriel, will you please come into the space and protect me as I do these tarot readers? Okay, somebody thinks they can, somebody's like highly attracted to tarot. Somebody in the room is like very attracted to tarot readers. They think that's like sexy or something. That's cute. Thank you. But like, let's move past that. That's like, nah. Okay. Protect me as I do this tarot reading for the sign of Leo. All right. Archangels. Thank you. There's some dirty people in the dirty minds. Dirty minds. Isn't that like a, oh, criminal minds. Criminal minds. Okay. Lots of information coming in for you, Leo. So let's get into it. Let's get through the intro. Okay. Protect me. Thank you. Protect me as well. Protect me and protect Leos as they watch this on the other side of their digital screen. Leo, I need you to feel protected as you watch this reading. All right, please feel protected as you watch me as your tarot reader on YouTube. Okay, if you don't resonate with this message, let it pass. Don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to trigger you. All right, let's get into it. Something about criminal minds, something about Archangel Michael. I did have a 2 fire trucks pass me, actually, like as I either was on video with you or right before. I don't know, it kind of like weirdly like meshed into the same. Time could be becoming a strange thing with you. You could be like starting to have a strange relationship with time because you're becoming more woke and noticing that time is an illusion. Even if you have a 9 to 5 and you're like, no, time matters. I need to show up to work on time. It matters. Like, yes, that is respected. I understand that. But also, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, Leos, your first card out is a Page of Cups on its side. I'm keeping it on its side. Somebody's unsure about their feelings towards another, or they are feeling apprehensive on wanting to carry through with something that they originally felt warmth and maybe even attractiveness towards. Now they're apprehensive towards doing this. Why and what? Oh, that's a lot. Oh la la. Atsawa. It's upside down. That's too many, Leo. Let's put these back. We got a tower upside down. I see a hermit on its side, upright. Something that you found out about is making you be kind of like, or maybe it's a, okay, hold on, Leo. Let me slow down. Sorry, I get excited. You're one of those signs, Leo. You get your readings are always very supercharged for me. I'm a fixed sign myself, so I don't know. Also, oh, that's what it was, Leo, before your reading. I was picking up on how all the fixed signs, there's tension between us lately. I don't know if you've noticed this yourself, but something I've noticed as a Scorpio. Put in the comments if you notice this. I could be tripping, but and maybe it's just a personal thing, and I'm not trying to project that negative projection shit out there, even though projections happen no matter how hard we try not to do them. we can stop the negative ones from occurring. It's just I've been picking up a lot on Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, like negative evil eye projections towards one another. And I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. So if you want to drop a comment on maybe how you feel about that, if that makes sense to you. If you have any of those signs in your chart besides Leo. Oh, here comes Scorpio at the Tower. Or Aries. But it's upside down. You want to avoid a problem. You're like, originally you were on board with something and now you're not. Because you feel like if you were to go through with something, it would create a problem. And you don't want to deal with that. Originally you wanted to go through with what? Like, I'm not trying to look. It is a tarot reading, Leo. Okay? Not trying to tell all your personal business, but hey, it is a tarot reading. Also, I do private readings. If you don't want me to speak this out loud on the screen, I do private readings. If you feel like the readings hit on a level that's like, oh, she's saying all my business, I'm still going to do that. That's just what I do. But like, you can hit me up for private readings. All the information is in my description box. Okay? Another Page of Cups. Leo, there's something. Do you have kids? Are children involved? You could, hold on. Because 2 Page of Cups, you know, I don't always get children off the Page of Cups, but like with 2 of them here, it's kind of like heavy emphasis on innocence or actual children. And they're both in the same facing direction. Like geometrically, they're both like, okay, so 90 degree on 180. They're both at like a 190, 190, or 200 degree angle. I know that's a little strange to say. I don't know what that has to do with anything. So maybe somebody's like really into geometry. A 200 degree angle. If you know about geometry stuff, let me know what that could mean. Maybe think about, oh, that could be with, oh, is it a trine? It's either a trine or a sextile. Look into your chart, okay, Leo? I don't know. Okay, let's move on. I'm trying to learn my astrology, so let's move on. Maybe you are too. Working. You don't feel very confident, or somebody doesn't feel very confident. If it's not you, Leo, it's somebody else. Leo, like if this message isn't for you, like I said, look at your other placements. And I just said a naughty word, something about that. Or someone's caught. Not with a C blank CK. But someone could be caught. Also that. You know, sometimes I notice later in my readings when I say random things that come out of my mouth, like I noticed later that they were actually highly significant and did have a purpose. So that's why I give a little bit of a talk after I do that. But we have an 8 of Pentacle here, a 3 of Wand, upside down Tower, Page of Cup on its side twice. Somebody's trying to buy time. Someone's trying to buy time and wait something out while not being detected and maybe even appearing like they're still on board with something to avoid a tower. They want to appear like they're still on board with something, but they are doing this to avoid a tower. We're going to put this here. Let's get another one in this row. This is my intimate spread. So my intimate spread is usually what I use for the zodiac signs. I do the Sunny Spread 5, Sunny Spread 6 for the collective readings because they're more in-depth. I'm not saying that astrological sign readings aren't in-depth. It's just this seems to be more appropriate for the signs. Wheel of Fortune on side. Anubis. Something about Anubis. If that is Anubis, would that be Anubis? Looks like it would be. Okay, so somebody could be into ancient Egyptian, like, mythology or deities or gods, things like that. A 6 of Cups on its side. Your family's involved in this, Leo. People you consider family or your family. You're having to be nice with them, or you feel like they're pretending to be nice to you and it's making you uncomfortable. You're like, why are you pretending to be nice? Like, I know how to read a room. I know how to read a room. I know you personally as well. So why would you think you could get away with like this pretend vibe? This pretending thing? And maybe it's them that's trying to wait something out. It's either you or them that's trying to wait something out, and you're like working, or they're working. They're in an 8 of Pentacles. They're like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, nothing to see here. I'm just, just another day. Like nervously kind of like weird towards you. Or you're feeling like that way, like you need to like keep your head down and just like get through the day so you can go home and just be like, whew, because I don't have to like be around that person anymore because that's awkward. Whatever that's about. It feels more serious than that, okay? Like that conversation. Somebody's having a conversation. Somebody's having a conversation with their family members or someone they consider family, or even an ex-wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner of some kind, business partner. Maybe they're renegotiating some terms of some kind to avoid a tower. And they're working really hard on this. And they're both at a standstill kind of with one another. They're both like doing this. These are 2 Page of Cups. They're both kind of like in like a weird Page of Cup position with their weird Wheel of Fortune position. They're both kind of like, as they're both like working on work, money, fixing something, keeping something stable, keep the wheels turning, keep the eyes averted. Why is that? Keep the eyes averted somewhere else. Okay. Somebody's trying to create a distraction. There's a distraction that is wanted, that is desired. Someone's desiring a distraction so they can carry on business as usual. I get business as usual means something not so good, though. Family's concerned. You're concerned about your family. It could be your family members that are doing this that you're concerned about. You're like, this is not good. Why are you still doing this? You're going to get in trouble. You're going to go to prison. I'm not like, ooh, burp. Okay, when I burp, it's a thing. When I burp, it's a thing. Okay? It's a tell. It's one of my tells. And I'm not doing it to be gross. All right? 13, 08, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, or have that in your own charts. All right, let's go one more for this row. Yeah. Tower upside down, 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups on its side. Avoiding a tower, waiting it out. Family members are uncomfortable. Someone's uncomfortable. You, them, both of you, all of you. 5 of Cups on its side, upside down. Avoiding a tower, wanting to wait something out. People are like, it's still dealing with one another because they have to, because they want to, because they have to. Because they want to. They love each other. They don't like each other, though. They love each other, but they don't like each other. Type shit, 4 of Cups. They're bitter. This is making them bitter. 10 of Swords. They are bitter. A 6 of Wands, but there's a victory. We'll put this, well, I don't know where really to put this. This is a very different energy here. The 6 of Wands, my bad. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Amongst this 4 of Cups, amongst this 10 of Sword, amongst our Tower card, amongst our 5 of Cups, amongst our Page of Cup on their side, amongst our family members, loved ones, exes, whatever, 6 of Cup people on their side that we don't know how we feel about. Amongst our Wheel of Fortune on it's actually upside down. It's not on, it's actually, now that I look at it again, because I picked it up and put it back down. It's upside down now. Amongst all that, we have a Six of Wands. A victory. How? How is that possible? A victory of what? Is that just a desired outcome? Or is that the actual outcome? About what? Because there's a lot of bitterness here between you, who you're dealing with, your actual family. I get a lot of like family member stuff, like people you deal with on a level that's like close. You see them often. These are not individuals that you rarely see or rarely deal with. You talk to them on the phone. You guys know each other very well. You know each other's personalities. You're not, like you know what to expect from one another most of the time. You know each other's traits, positive, negative. You just know how each other is. I'm not saying this bad or good. That's just facts. Okay, so it's amongst people like that for you, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. You're dealing with the Pisces, Leo? Or you have that in your chart. Hold on. I gotta put my deck down. Okay? You're dealing with a freaking Pisces or have that in your chart. We don't really have any Pisces on the board here, so yeah, you could. I mean, we have Page of Cups twice. We have Scorpio. We actually have a bit of Scorpio with the Tower, Six of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, Aries, Leo, yourself. And then some Virgo. Yeah. Having it in your own chart, dealing with one, but Pisces, I don't know what that is, okay? Could be dealing with one or have it in your own chart. Or just something about that Neptunian energy, that like tapping into the unknown. Maybe that's something you're uncomfortable with if you don't have Pisces in your chart, or if you're not dealing with one. You could struggle with that, Leo, or you could struggle with that Neptunian, like embodying the unknown and the mystical, and like being okay with it, and almost like finding comfort in it, and finding this like whimsical, like bouncing around in the ocean, like until you just like, you know, float into like onto land, and like do it all over again type of shit. Like you might not so much feel comfort in doing that, or you do. What's the Six of Wands? Three of Wands. Again. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. All right, Leo. Are you our Queen of Pentacles? Or is this someone that is a family member of yours? My cat is like tripping, okay? I keep seeing him. Now he's over here trying to... So if you see the little goblin, the hairless guy, him, he's right here. If you see him running around, I apologize. He's just trying to get comfortable. He doesn't have a sweater on, so he's cold. Baby, come here. Come on. It's okay. I know. That's better. That's better. All right. See if he calms down. Okay, Leo. We're at 1831. Okay, so we have a Six of Wands, a victory. About a Three of Pentacle, Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacle. Your stability. Your group that you are dealing with. Whoever this is. There is a victory here, or there is a definite desire for a victory. There is a desire for a victory. There could be a lot riding on a feminine. That could be you. There's a lot riding on a Queen of Pentacles. Someone who has heavy Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their chart, they don't have to. It's just like somebody you are that person as very stable. The person you depend upon to fix something, to like make something comfortable, to make everybody feel comfortable about something, to keep something going, you know, to get to work on time, open the doors, let people in, you know, make sure things are well kept. Be friendly while you do it. Not, you know, not like Queen of Cup, like nurturing, like, oh, let me pat you on the back and have a conversation outside as we smoke a cigarette or you know, go get a coffee together or tea or whatever it is that you're into type shit. No. But like, you know what I mean. You could have water in your chart. The cup stuff is coming in again, specifically Pisces, or you're dealing with one. Honey, Ivan's a Virgo, my cat. Hey, can you chill out, please? It's okay. I promise, it's okay. Maybe you have Virgo in your chart, Leo, or you're dealing with one. You anticipate a victory. Someone anticipates a victory. Someone thinks they are going to win. You think you're going to win? I don't know what win is, what that means. Okay. Let's jump back into our old spread. Just not what else we have just for a minute here. Somebody anticipates a win. When we first started your reading, we got a Page of Cups on its side, a Tower upside down, an 8 of Pentacles, and a 3 of Wands. There is like almost like a pretending, like we have to keep things chill and remain calm to avoid a downfall, business as usual, and like maintain this like overlooking watcher, the watchers. You might want to look into what that is, the watchers. Or neighborhood watch, or like something about people watching and waiting, avoiding a conflict, and just like keeping the nose to the grindstone and anticipating a victory as they do this. We have a 4 of Cups, another Page of Cups on its side, and about in the same position, a 6 of Cups on its side, and a 10 of Swords. Someone within this group that's like waiting feels actually quite betrayed and like sick to their stomach or not comfortable with this scenario. They're not comfortable with this. You're not comfortable with this. Somebody is not comfortable with this anticipation, waiting period to avoid some form of tower moment. It's not cataclysmic. It's not catastrophic. It's not some like climactic like explosion thing. Let's pray to God. You know, no, it's not giving that. It's more so just like the inevitable that people know would or could happen, but just as long as people keep their head straight, keep their eyes, you know, like keep doing whatever it is that you've been told to do or instructed to do. If it's as long as we maintain doing that, as uncomfortable as it is, as wrong as it could be, is coming through. As long as we maintain this attitude, perspective, whatever that is, everything should be just fine. Well, it looks like it's not. Someone's highly uncomfortable with this. They know it's wrong. That could be you, Leo. Or you're just watching this happen. You could be you could be in the 3 of Wands watching this happen. Watching a Queen of Pentacles think it's all going to work out. She may know family members of yours. She may be a kind of snaky individual. Originally, I was giving. So it is a feminine energy, like a woman. She could also be very generous, like giving. Also, I was giving. She could be very giving. It could be like a love language of that person's, like a genuine one, or it could be a way that they confuse people to make them feel comfortable and safe when they have like other plans, as creepy as it sounds. Or they want to collect information on certain people for their secret plans. That's also very strange, but like they like to, you know, Leo, you're a proud type of, you know, in the zodiac, Leos and Scorpios and Aries, sometimes Capricorns and Taurus, sometimes Gemini. I don't know. It just depends. We all have charts, okay, right? So let's not get stuck on our sun signs. But Leo, you have the reputation of being proud and very not in an egotistical way. Like you are the strength card for a reason. It's like the king of the jungle style vibe, right? It's like there's respect is given where it's due type shit. It's like somebody wants to compete with that with you or something. Or maybe you feel like somebody doesn't respect these qualities in you, thinks that you are viewing yourself as king of the jungle so much to where you're being very egotistical, which would piss me off because I'm not a fan of stereotypes or what's it called in astrology when you are like, oh, Scorpios are hoes, are jealous, or Virgos are very strict and uptight. Geminis are crazy and just like psychotic and have split personalities. Aries are violent. Leos are narcissists. You know, shit like that, right? I'm not, because we have charts, and the more I learn about astrology, the more I learn how crazy that is to point the finger at someone and be like, they're this way, they're this way. When you find out their chart, I mean, depending on what else they got in there, like maybe you could figure out what they actually, if you were to want to dial it in more, but like you might experience that with yourself and feel like people are trying to do that to you. It could be your own family or people that know you really well. It could be this Queen of Pentacles. She feels very confident in something that she's doing, and she feels like she's bringing through a win of some kind, and it could have been somebody that you really look up to or that you respect a lot, or it's you. But there's something here about, there's like tension in your reading somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out if it's coming from just like you feeling upset about something to do with this like avoidance of a tower moment that needs to fall, or you actually feel betrayed by a family member, or this could be you that's like upset with the scenario, this waiting period, waiting something out, as like somebody is trying to be like, just stay in check, follow the instructions, like don't act too crazy, Leo, don't be too fucking crazy, stay in line, because we need this to work out. It's probably a little bit of all of the above, okay? I know there's a lot more than just like one Leo person on the planet, so this could apply to all sorts of different Leos. 27, 29. Either way, there is a Ten of Swords here, a Five of Cups, and a Wheel of Fortune upside down. We can't ignore that. I don't know what this Queen of Pentacles thinks she's up to or thinks she can do, or why she thinks there's a victory here, because it looks like someone's very sad. And there's an upside down Wheel of Fortune. And it's coming from, it's like, this upside down Wheel of Fortune is like something has turned into a nightmare, or it will be turning into a nightmare for the people that had a lot of trust in someone else. There was a lot of trust put in another person. It feels like a feminine. It feels like a bunch of people, maybe up to 4 to 5, 6 people put some trust into a single person. A Queen of Pentacles, maybe an Empress person, like an older woman, or just like a strong woman figure. That's like someone people look up to, or someone that people respect. And there's like a victory here. It's like, we listen to this person, we love this person, she never ceases to disappoint. You know, she never disappoints us. It always works out. Like, why would we feel the need to be worried? There's no need. But there's like an overwhelming tension here. And I mean, it's here with the Ten of Swords. It's here with the Five of Cups. Seven of Swords. It's here with the Seven of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune upset. She might not be telling you everything. As much as you feel like you trust this person, and she would tell you everything. Whether it's a sister of yours, a cousin, an auntie, a mother-in-law, something like that. Somebody that you look up to, and somebody that you could tell all your secrets to, and you feel safe with that person knowing those things. But they've been up to something strange. They're doing something strange. And it's mostly turning, I'm not saying it's not affecting them, but it's like, and Leo, place yourself where you see fit. You're the master of your story. It's affecting whoever is like trusting this person that is like, trust me, it's all gonna work out. Like, I got you guys. like, we're going to avoid this tower, wait it out, do what you got to do, keep your mouth shut, something, something, something. I don't know if that applies, or something along those lines. People are a little bitter about this. They're not really that comfortable with it, but they're also like, this person doesn't really ever disappoint. They could have heavy Cancer or Sag or Scorpio or Gemini in the chart, okay, or Virgo, okay, or Aquarius. They never really disappoint. They could be quite manipulative or good at mental games or just mental manipulation or understanding human behavior, understanding micro expressions, or which would give that they're a highly intelligent person, which would be understandable why people trust them. But also something else is happening here that is like feeling not comfortable, not good. And I can see why. A 4 of Cup, Page of Cup on its side, 7 of Sword, 6 of Cup on its side, 10 of Sword, 5 of Cup, Wheel of Fortune upside down, Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands. There's like some delusion here with this individual that's like hell-bent, dead set, like not able to feel deterred. No is not an answer. No is not an option. Failure is not an option. For this individual, it feels like a feminine energy that either work for, look up to, it's a spouse or something. They're up to some weird shit. You don't want anything to do with it. You see it happening from the background. They're trying to avoid a tower. People are uncomfortable. There are some individuals keeping their nose to the grindstone and listening to her still, to make sure that this victory comes through, because she always pulls it through somehow and everyone's happy. But there's something going on now that's feeling a little bit like this has gone too far, or we're pushing it over the edge, or something is wrong and everyone can sense it. And look, if it's not a feminine, it's just a man that's acting like a bitch, okay? Let's just say it. 8 of Pentacles. It's about work. It's about money. 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. She's doing something shady. He's doing something shady. Okay? They are doing something shady that they feel like is a win no matter what. They feel like they can avoid a tower. Sorry, I had a nose itch. I'm not trying to pick my bookers with the camera. Okay, we got to cut it off soon, Leo. We're at 32, 5, 5, 10. You could have Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with one, or it is about to be over with this situation. I get you'll be relieved by it. You're going to be like able to breathe again when this comes to a close. You might be helping with that. And if your daughter, you could have a daughter. Okay. You could have a daughter that you're worried about. You could do some, you could want to uninclude yourself, or turn someone in, or just get out of this because of your daughter, because you're trying to protect your daughter. Something about that, okay? She could be a Virgo. She could be a Aquarius, a Taurus. She could be a fellow Leo, or a Pisces, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Sagittarius, or you have that in your chart. Oh, that's quite a bit there. They blasted Sawa again. A 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands again. A King of Pentacles now. We have a true pair here with a tower upright this time. 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups. What the heck and doodle dandy is this shit, Leo? You feel like you found your equal in someone? That's why this is so hard to walk away from? That's a different message. Right at the end of your reading too. Shoot. 3506, 3505. Or 34, sorry. 3409. Well, we'll give it a few more minutes here, Leo, because this is like a whole spin here. Okay, sorry. Burp tell. You feel like you have found an equal in some way. That is like a huge win for you, like romantically, or contractually, or with business. Whoa, big one. Okay, with business. You have experienced something that was very fruitful, or someone around you has experienced something that was very fruitful and very successful with money. There isn't a void. Okay, so now it's leaning more the burp. Sorry, I hate to. No, okay. I'm not gonna apologize for my burps because they actually help me in my readings. There's a contractual agreement that was very fruitful and very successful, whether it applies to you or what you're watching happen, Leo. It is a tower upright now. It used to be upside down. This is a 6 of Wands still. This is a victory for the tower to turn upright. This is a victory. This is the angels. These are the gods. Okay, these are the 5D characters that make the laws. Not just in the 3D courts, but in the 5D courts that are coming through to correct this tower moment and turn it upright. To say, no, 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 something has to come to a closure. This contractual thing that is making money for people is causing a lot of stress between a family system or between people that love each other, between a community, between something. This tower that's upside down here that is being avoided, we're going to turn that upright. Yeah. We're going to turn that upright, and we're still going to keep that 6 of Wands, which we already have up there. We're going to still keep that 6 of Wands, got it twice. And we're going to turn that tower upright because something needs to come to an end here. Either it's a contractual agreement or it's a relationship. It's something that people found to be very fruitful, very trusting, whether, no, just, it was fruitful with how they made their money, and their foundation felt firm. I was going to say stirred. Someone's stirring the pot. Someone's making things uncomfortable as this happens, okay? That may be you, or you're noticing that it's making people uncomfortable. Good. I mean, something needs to come to a close here. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a Temperance card coming out or a Sun card coming out, because or Judgment or some Justice or something like that, because we have a King of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles, a Tower card that was upside down and now it's upright. The 6 of Wands is here again. So the actual victory will be a tower that is coming to destroy something that is not just, that involves a family system that feels a little too comfortable with doing something. Ace of Pentacles, with making their money. They feel a little too comfortable with their Ace of Pentacles, with their root system, what they've done for money, where they make their money, what they do with all that. What did I say about the Temperance? Here it is. This will be the end of your reading. Yeah, we got to close it out. Okay, we got a Temperance, Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. That's a good end. That's a good way to end. This Tower moment is actually going to be a relief for the individuals that are not involved in criminal acts, that are not the ones that pulled the strings necessarily. Maybe they were involved, they did the thing or two, but they didn't really know the terms exactly. They were probably lied to a bunch. And they just are like, I love my family. I'm here to help. I don't know. I'll give so-and-so a ride. I'll open up shop at a certain hour if you need me to be there. Or I'll clean the house at this time if you're gone doing something. Like, you know, you're not trying to be an accessory to anything that you don't know about. You're just trying to help the person you love. So, and that's what you were doing. That's what, you're a good person. You love the people that you love. But there's something that is coming to an end here. Whether you're involved in that, Leo, or you're watching it happen, it is coming to an end. A tower is falling on it. There is a large amount of love and patience here in the end. 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Temperance. A lot of smiling. I don't know. I was going to say patience again, but then it just turned into smiling. Like quiet patience and like happy smiling that people wanted. Like people secretly wanted this all along. Like, they're like, fuck this money shit. Like, are we happy? Are we even happy? Like, what are we doing? Like, more money, more problems, you know? More money, more problems. It's giving that. And, like, it's kind of like, people are starting to realize that that's, like, facts. I'm not saying you don't want to be poor and homeless or, you know, but it's like, I think this desire to do whatever this is that is making people uncomfortable. Doing things they don't want to do. Betraying people they love. Turning their journeys upside down, making their family members upset as they just wait and like be quiet, just like wait for everything to work out, like creepy quiet style energy. That feels uncomfortable. And I get it is. And because family is family, people have each other's backs. But something's coming to an end and people are relieved. And it's not because there's like quote unquote rat or whatever. No, no, no. Something else is happening to bring it to an end. So it must be a pretty big deal. But I get the people that are not getting in trouble for whatever they didn't do, probably. You know, it's just people that are family or involved or knew something about something. They're happy. They're relieved. They are relieved. They don't want to deal with this anymore. And they want to go back to happy life. And so do you. You do, they do, whatever it does. Okay, Leo, that's your reading. Okay, if you didn't subscribe, please do that. If you like my content, if you like my readings, please like this reading, please. It will help me jump into the YouTube algorithm. I'm still trying to grow my channel, Leo. All right, that's your reading for now. Until next time, Leos. I love you all so much. All right.